Hi guys, in this particular video we are going to talk about plant growth regulators. Plant growth regulators, which is also known as plant hormones or phytohormones. These are small molecules which regulate plant growth. Based on the function, plant growth regulators are classified into two types, that as plant growth promoters and plant growth inhibitors. Plant growth promoters, which helps in growth promoting activities like cell division, trophic growth, pattern formation, flowering, fruiting and seed formation. Examples for these categories are auxin, gibberellins and cytokinins. Plant growth inhibitors, which is for plant growth inhibiting activities like dormancy and abscission. Example for this category is abscisic acid and ethylene. Ethylene fits either of the two groups, but it is a plant growth inhibitor. Let's take functions of each plant growth regulators one by one. First one is auxin. As you all know that auxin is discovered by Charles Darwin and his son Francis Darwin. In order to remember the functions of auxin, as usual, I will give you a mnemonic. The mnemonic or trick is a simple English sentence. The overall functions of auxin will be in accordance with this particular sentence. And the sentence is, Advocate Sella went to party with Abhishek on her Celerio through a footpath route. Sella is the name of a girl and she is an advocate. Went to party with Abhishek on her Celerio through a footpath route. This advocate simply means apical dominance. What is apical dominance? The dominance of apical bud. This is an apical bud and these are lateral bud. Here, apical bud dominate over the lateral bud. So, proper growth of the lateral bud does not occur. So, we have to do decapitation for the proper growth of lateral bud. The next, X, cella. X stands for xylem differentiation or xylem formation or maturation of xylem. Xylem is the water conducting tissue in higher plants. Xylem differentiation is one of the other functions of auxin. Next one is party. This P stands for parthenocarpe. A simple and common example for this parthenocarpe is tomato. The next one is abscission. Here AP stands for abscission, that is abscission of odd leaves, old fruits or matured fruit. Then here this H stands for herbicide. Herbicide or weedicide, which is used for destroying herbs and weeds respectively. 2,4-D or synthetic auxin is one of the examples of herbicide which is used to destroy dicot weeds. As I mentioned above, 2,4-D is destroy only dicot weeds, that is it does not affect monocot weeds. For 2,4-D is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic. The next one is cell division. Auxin promotes cell division or auxin increases cell division. Then the footpath, the capital letters F and P from this word indicates flowering in pineapple. This is very important point in exam point of view. Auxins helps in flowering in pineapple. The last one is root differentiation. Rooting. What is rooting? This is a portion of a cut stem and we dip it into a soil. The root formation here, root is formed or root initiation by the help of auxin. Then we are going to discuss about gibberellins. In order to memorize all the functions of gibberellins, this is a trick. Actually, this is not short, but it is very easy to remember. Okay, the trick is grape and apple have maltose. Bolt, take it to increase stamina for long distance. Usain Bolt. Grape and apple have maltose. Bolt, take it to increase stamina for long distance competition. One of the important functions of gibberellin is increasing length of the stalk in the fruit grape. Then gibberellins helps to maintain and increase shape and size of the apple. That is another function of gibberellins. And the next function of gibberellin is malting or brewing, that is fermentation of alcohol or production of different types of beverages. What are the gibberellic acid? Which gibberellic acid used in this malting process is gibberellic acid 3. That is the first gibberellic acid discovered. Gibberellic acid 3. Then the next function of gibberellin is bolting. Bolting simply means internodal elongation in plants like carrot, beetroot, etc. Simply bolting in plants with a rosette habit. Example for bolting by gibberellins are carrot, beetroot, that is plants with rosette habit. And the next function of gibberellin is increasing stem size. The word increased stamina simply means increasing stem size of sugar cane. By the action of gibberellin, we can increase 20 times per yield, 20 times yield per acre. This 20 times per acre. This is very important data. The next word in the mnemonic is long distance. The distance stands for delay in senescence. So we can provide by the action of gibberellin provide long shelf life. So we can increase this marketing period of ripened fruit. And the next function is earlier seed production in conifers. This C stands for earlier seed production in conifers. So once again, the main functions of gibberellins are increasing stalk length of grape and maintain an increased shape and size of apple, malting in brewing industry or malting or brewing in alcohol fermentation, and bolting or internodal elongation in plants with rosette habit, and increasing stem size in sugarcane, and delaying senescence, and at last earlier seed production in conifers. Once again, the mnemonic: grape and apple have maltose, so bold take it to increase stamina for long distance competition. The next one is cytokinins. Cytokinins is discovered by different scientists from different sources. Miller is a scientist who has discovered cytokinins from herring sperm DNA, and it is known as kinetin. And Latham is another scientist. He discovered cytokinin from maize grain, and it is known as zeatin. The coconut milk is a rich source of cytokinin. What are cytokinins? As the name indicates, cytokinins promote cytokinesis, that it increases cell division. What are the main functions of cytokinins? In order to remember the main functions of cytokinins, as usual, I will give you a mnemonic. And the mnemonic is: Mohan went to Tibet to shoot an add-on cycle. Mohan went to Tibet to shoot an add-on cycle. This M for morphogenesis. This is a very important function of cytokinin. The next one is Tibet stands for tissue culture, and shoot stands for shoot initiation or bud initiation. And the next, this and for apical dominance, that is, it is antagonist. This and represent, it is antagonist to auxin, that is, auxin increases apical dominance, but cytokinin, which decreases apical dominance, that is, cytokinins promote the growth of lateral bud. So it is antagonist auxin. And the last one is cytokinin. Cycle simply represents cytokinesis. That is a very important function of cytokinin, that is cell division. Okay, this is about plant growth regulators or plant growth promoters. And in upcoming video, we will be here with the functions of plant growth inhibitors. So till then, study well, take care, bye bye. And if you don't subscribe our channel, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.